The gospel truth about supersizing your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom, our expression today for supersize your business is the gospel truth. Now, this idiom in its current form originated in the 1600s. It talks about biblical truth, and it originally meant biblical truth. And around the 1800s, the nature of it changed, and it started to mean and be applied to any kind of truth. Anytime we were telling the absolute truth, the indisputable truth, we were using the gospel truth, or take it as gospel is another way of expressing this thought, this idiom. So today I thought it would be fun to share, based on my experience, some of the most common false beliefs or misconceptions or assumptions that business owners and entrepreneurs make when it comes to supersizing and growing their business, and the truth about them, right? So I don't even know where to start. There's so many, but I'll only talk about a handful or so that we don't take too much time. So and share in the comments below a misconception or a false belief that you have had or might still have about growing and building and supersizing your business. Number one, I would say, is people that are building their business often believe it's going to be much more complicated and harder than it has to be. We as humans like to overcomplicate things. So instead of keeping things simple and following a simple growth strategy, we come up with some or buy into some coach's program of a super complicated way of building and growing and supersizing our business. The truth is, we want to keep things simple as possible. A simple growth strategy that's repeatable, that's proven and repeatable, that we've proven we can do ourselves and repeat and then grow, is always going to be better than a very complicated, 5,000 step process or growth plan and strategy that we're trying to implement. Why? Because that's 5,000 places that things can go wrong. So we want to keep it simple. A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners believe that, and these false beliefs are the reason that 95% of businesses fail, right? Or fail to grow and build and supersize and get the traction that they could have in the world. Another misconception or another belief is that somehow when it's time to grow, you'll just know it. And that when the timing is right, you'll just take off. When the opportunity comes, you're just going to explode. The truth is, timing's never going to be absolutely perfect. There's no such thing as perfect timing. It's like people that will wait and wait and wait to start their business. The same thing happens once you're in your business. You've taken that leap of faith. You've jumped. You've started to create your business. And then you're like waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect time to grow your business. There won't be a perfect time. The time to grow your business is now, and to always be working toward growth. Another belief that a lot of business owners have is, I'll just start small, and then once I get the small thing figured out, I'll just replicate it and grow it. The truth is, if you think small, chances are you'll continue to get small results. We want to think big and grandiose from the beginning and have our long-term goals out here, and that will encourage our mind and the world and the universe and whatever you believe in to help to conspire to help you to create that big thing. But if you say, I'm just going to create this small bakery, and once this bakery takes off, then I'm going to franchise it and rule the world in or whatever industry you might happen to be in. But the truth is, if you think about only having that small bakery, you may only ever have that small business, that small bakery. So think big from the beginning, right? Think about, if it were a perfect world, what would I create? And then start moving toward that. Another false belief a lot of people have is they believe that they think like their customer. Now, this is a harsh reality for a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs to figure out and understand, is that only about 3% of the overall population actually thinks like entrepreneurs and business owners. And we think very differently than the rest of the population. So if we're assuming that the rest of the population is interested in the things that we are going to miss the boat, and we are going to really struggle to supersize and grow our business. Our job is to figure out what the people we serve want and need, and serve it up to them and give it to them in the way that they want it, not in the way that they need it, the way they want it. But we have to ask that question. We have to figure it out. And we have to, number one, not assume that they think like we do, because the chances are 97% and better that they do not. What's another one? Keep it simple. Think big. Think and serve your customers. Really, business success and business growth is as simple as finding your group of people, really understanding them, and then giving them what they want, serving them what they want. And that's how we supersize and grow our business. I covered, I think about 10 days ago, we talked about the acts of God or something was our idiom. And I shared 12 different biblical principles that we can apply to our business to help it to grow and supersize. I could go back and revisit that. But Proverbs, and I'm going to read this because I thought it was pretty good. Proverbs 23:7 says, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." If you believe you will build a thriving business in your heart, you will. So let's end with that. Success is up to you. That would be my other one. Outside forces, outside things, people are always going to tell you. And if you're expecting the world to embrace you and support you in your grandiose plans, all I have to do is say Elon Musk and what's been going on with his acquisition of Twitter and all of the talk about it. People are not going to support you, and people are going to say things about you no matter what. You just got to kind of develop that alligator bubble or thick skin around yourself and realize that your success, your life, your supersized business is 100% up to you. We need other people to help us create it, but we're not going to ever convert the whole world. So love to know your experience with false beliefs or things that you thought were true when it came. Oh, another one, education. Some people believe that education and more knowledge is going to help them to supersize and grow their business or make the timing right. But the truth is, education, there is no direct correlation between education and success. So if we believe that, we need to shut that off. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have to continually learn and grow and figure things out, right? We do need to do that as we're growing and supersizing our business. All right. I'm sure there's more, but those are the biggies that came to mind. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, share in the comments below a truth that you've discovered as you're growing and supersizing your business. Oh, another one that I love is you have to struggle and sacrifice to grow and supersize your business. Absolute poppycock. The people that are struggling and sacrificing and not achieving their goals and dreams like to tell everybody else to prevent them from becoming competition. All right, see you tomorrow.